Alright folks, welcome back to some more Star Citizen. This is Randomness. This is not the new series that I started earlier in the week. This is just a random stream out of the blue. Just thought I'd just fire it up and invite you along on my journey of whatever the hell I decide to do. And I just realised that I've got audio turned on. Let me just turn that off. I don't need the feedback. There we go. Now, bit about it. Now, I've actually just bounced servers because I was having some issues with things not activating. Now I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. LMG battery, interesting. Not that I need that, but what I do need is a burrito. Give me a burrito. Hey, I said give me a burrito. Maybe I'm too far away. Yeah, that's more like it. Now, eat the burrito. That's more like it. That was not happening before. I was not actually eating, which is a little bit on the frustrating side. So, all right, before I forget, we need to put our helmet back on. I have an extra burrito. Okay, well that's probably a good thing. Just for those snacks. So what am I going to do? Well, it's randomness, and if you've been following my other random Star Citizen streams, you know I actually enjoy mining. So I'm probably going to do a bit more of that actually. Bit of mining. But in this case, I'm not going to my usual mining field, which we have affectionately called the gravel pit. Hello, dude. And the reason why I'm not going back to the gravel pit is because currently it is, well, let's face it, it's a secret. It's a secret held within my org.
Welcome
that we're not sharing at the moment. All I will say about the gravel pit is that it is, so far to date, the densest or the most dense asteroid field I have discovered in the game.
Please visit us again.
And that density means that it is incredibly rich with minerals and metals. And I mean, this is insane. Just yesterday alone, I went out to the gravel pit, and the very first cluster I came across was an 8-cluster asteroid. Sorry, it was an asteroid of 8. It was a cluster of 8 asteroids, all within like 300 or 400 meters of one another, and they were all quantanium asteroids, with the highest one yielding a 47.5 or 47.7 or something rather percent quantanium, which is just an insanely high amount, which don't normally come across quantanium asteroids with that high density of the volatile, highly sought after material. So yes, you'll hear me refer to the gravel pit. Unfortunately, at this point in time, its location and coordinates are a carefully guarded secret. However, I'm sure eventually they will become known to the Star Citizen community. But for now, we're actually going to go on a bit of a scouting, probably, oh, come on, where is it? Thank you. Yeah, more of a scouting mission, I think. We're going to go and see if we can find another asteroid field that is worth mining. So let's just fire that up whilst we're here. Yeah. We will just top things off, make sure we're all good. Come on, top up the quantum. There we go. Now, I'm not exactly sure where we're going, to be honest. I know. Let's go this way. Let's over to. Let's over to. Yeah. I can English, honest folks. I am an English-speaking person. It might be bad English, but it's still English. Let's head towards. Don't really want to head towards ArcCorp. Actually, let's head towards Hurston Elf 3. I want to see how far that is for starters. Alright, what sort of distance are we looking at here? Only 4 million kilometres. Nearly 5 million kilometres. Let's...
Thank you, and please visit again.
Let's just put on cruise control. No. That's just... Let's go... What's Crew L4? Why not? Ah, okay, yeah, that is a much better distance. Let's go halfway. We're just going to hedge a bet, go to 9,100,000, roughly. So let's do it. Let's see if there's anything there anyway. There may be nothing there. No, actually, let's go 7 million or so. Yeah, 11. Let's go to 11 million. 11 million kilometers. Alright, I'm just picking numbers off the top of my head here, just random numbers. I mean, for example, I could just do this. And as you can see, there's nothing here. Well, actually, let's do that every million kilometers. So we just did 1 million kilometers. So let's go to 16,800. Nothing here as well. Oh, got a 15,800. I mean, I pulled that one a little bit short, but am I expecting to find anything? Well, no, actually, probably not. But I've noticed that most of these Lagrange point stations, mining refining stations, have got asteroids around them, so, well, who knows? There might be something between. That would be a no. This one's taking a little bit longer to cool down. So we're just doing a hop, step and jump type scan. I mean, I don't know of any way of being able to scan whilst in quantum at this point in time. I don't know whether there is even plans for that sort of a gameplay, but you'd think with something that's got a sensor arrays on it that it would actually be able to scan and detect something as you're quantuming over the place. It certainly doesn't like actually re-establishing the lock to it, does it? Now the reason why I'm doing 1 million kilometer jumps is because most of the asteroid fields I've come across have been bigger than 1 million kilometers across. So the chances are if I hit one, I won't be jumping over it per step because of the sheer distance that most of these asteroid fields are now. It'd have to be an incredibly dense and narrow little asteroid belt for us to skip over it. It is a little bit of a slower way of doing it, but hey, I mean, not in any tearing hurry. Now, ironically, the gravel pit, I discovered the gravel pit purely by random chance. I actually dropped out of quantum unexpectedly, where I wasn't expecting to drop out. And, well, to give you an idea of why it's called the gravel pit, there are so many asteroids you cannot see the star field in the background. You really can't discern the stars. That's what I mean by it being probably the densest asteroid field I've come across so far in the game. And reaches, well, lots and lots and lots of asteroids that can be scanned. Okay, there's still the bug there where you can't scan some asteroids, and that's really quite annoying. I certainly hope they actually fix that up when it comes to mining, because I've come across some asteroid clusters that are quite obviously quantanium again, but you can't scan them. So, and that can get a little frustrating. But every asteroid-based mineral or metal that can be found in the game can be found in the gravel pit. It's a one-stop shop for mining. And it's a very nice location. But like I said, currently that is an in-org location, so I do apologise for those who are hoping that they can locate it. I'm not giving that away at this point in time. Eventually, probably in time. Okay, well, we still haven't come across any asteroids, have we? I mean, where are we? I think we're not even halfway yet. Hey, it's a Mr. Lunar J. How you going, man? I'm just doing some scouting to see if I can find a new asteroid field. Not that I plan on finding anything that's going to compete with the gravel pit, but I figured, well, it's not. I mean, it's certainly worth looking around because, well, I mean, we found the gravel pit. Maybe there's some other nice high riches out there as well. If there's one, that has to be more. That's my theory. That's the principle I'm working on. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Feel free to drop in a Discord, man. I don't mind having somebody to chat to in Discord. Oh, better slow down. So far, I'm finding a lot of empty space though. And the truth is, I was apologising to the viewers that they'll hear me refer to the gravel pit, but the location is undisclosed because it's an in-org location only at this point in time. I say this point in time because, I mean, I can't see what's going to happen tomorrow or next week or next month or next year or 10 years' time. And yeah, I say 10 years' time because it's already been 10 years and we're only at this stage of development. So maybe another 10 years. If only they knew. Yeah, I was actually given a bit of a description about, when I discovered it. It's called the gravel pit because the density of asteroids is so high that if you're in the heart of it, you actually cannot see the star field in the background clearly. There's more asteroids than there appears to be stars. So yeah, if only they knew. They're just going to have to make do with my descriptions at this point. And the longing and hope that one day they'll find where the gravel pit is. Because I was telling them about my find yesterday, an 8 clusters asteroid group, and it was all Quantanium with nearly a 50% percentage of Quantanium in one of the asteroids. That's how rich this asteroid field is. So I think I've teased them enough. I'll stop talking about the gravel pit because they might get a little bit annoyed by it. Oh, a full load. Nice. How much profit did you make, man? I mean, the max is... It's got a very nice large cargo capacity. I mean, and yes, it's got larger. It's got more cargo capacity than Hull A, but I'm happy with the Hull A. It sits, as you know, it suits my needs. No, it's not the push to talk button. It should be just the mute button. Unmute. Yeah. I don't know. I don't use push to talk on Discord mostly. Although I did mute myself a couple of times. I had to talk to my daughter. 110,000. That's not bad. I can't hear you on Discord though.
Yeah, because I was muted.
Well, that would do it.
I had the blinky light again.
Ah.
But yeah, so I did that load and was very happy. And I had not very much corundum, but I got more out of corundum than I do from scrap runs.
Yeah, no, you will. I had 3 refinery loads that I just ran over to New Babbage just before. There was Bexolite, Laranite, and so there was nearly 3,000 of Bexolite and Laranite, and just over 1,000 of Quantanium. And I actually forgot to actually make note of exactly how much I made. I think it was about 300,000 in total, which was good, a brilliant load. But for a change, I decided to do the trade run on the way back.
Mm.
with the hull 8, maxing it out. Which was
Nice.
fun considering I was landing at on the moon at the scrappers, and the wind was so strong it was pushing the whole ship backwards. I struggled to actually get it safely onto the ground.
Oh yeah.
It was insane, and then I hop out of the ship and the wind just knocks me straight on my ass.
Mhm.
It was quite funny actually.
The wind is so strong when I land there. My character kind of doesn't walk straight.
Yeah, but
It is.
So I did the scrap run. You know, I got some screenshots actually of the hull with full loads. It was actually absolutely full loaded with scrap, so every cargo slot was full, which looked really cool. But doing the scrap run as then doing the refined food run back to home base, I picked up about 5,200 UEC in total.
Mm-hmm.
There was, what was it, 3,200 for the scrap and about just under 2,000 for the food, which is not too bad. It's not great, but it's better than running empty.
Exactly, and that's the thing is it's overhead to help cover if you have to make empty trips, because that is the equivalent of like 3 or 4 or 5 runs that you can't fill up.
Well, exactly. That 3,000 or over 3,000, whatever it is, 3,200. Shit, got the paper here. 5,200. I mean, that covers my quantum fuel and my hydrogen fuel and my repairs like 10 times over. You know, I can do the next 10 runs and I've already paid for the quantum fuel and hydrogen fuel for the next 10 runs based on just that one trade run back.
Yep, but it also covers various other repairs and expenses that crop up.
Exactly. So it's worth doing every so often. I don't know that I'll do it every time, but that can be used to cover the overheads, and the main resource run is the actual profit one.
Yep.
And then every so often I can afford to run empty because I've already covered the cost of that running empty with that one trade run back, the 5,200.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's cool. But yeah, I thought I'd just do some more randomness. Just felt like streaming something, and I was playing this, and I thought I'll just.
Oh yes, and Space Engineers is being so funky, we're not going to be able to stream again this week. So
no, I don't know that we'll actually be streaming Space Engineers again until they fix the fucking thing.
Until
But I mean, we are working on the finale anyway, so that's going to take a few weeks anyway. Just for those people who are following.
to your stream people, we're working on closing out. Are we lost?
Yes. Well, it's reached the point that it needs to be closed off, and we're just sort of tying up the loose ends at this point in time. But live streaming, it may not be happening for any time soon. Hopefully, Keen will fix their shit. Hopefully. But so far, this has been a very boring little hop run. I'm not finding any asteroids at all. Totally empty spaced.
Something I will say that I noticed in regards to the gravel pit. I noticed a little thing that kind of lets me know that there's asteroids along the path. There's like ghosts right in the spooling complete area.
Oh, okay.
Like almost asteroid ghosts. They're there the entire trip, so you kind of have to guess where they are. But all the other trips, I don't see the ghost. On our trip to the gravel pit is where I see them.
Interesting.
I'll need to test the other area that we have that the other group we play with shared it with us.
Yeah.
I'll have to test there to see if it's the same.
See if it's the same thing, but it may still register the same because it's of the proximity.
I got a little scared yesterday because I picked up someone in the gravel pit. At least I thought I picked someone up in the gravel pit.
Yeah.
But I think it was someone in quantum going past.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else has discovered it. I mean, however, the sheer size of it, the chances of us actually running into somebody are pretty low.
And given how, like, even though you have an exact area, I tend to go a little bit different,
Mm-hmm.
just so we're not all mining the same area.
Exactly.
And yes, folks, that's how big the gravel pit is I can go an extra couple hundred
Couple of
thousand
100,000 kilometers. Yeah, a couple of
and
100,000 kilometers.
and I am still in the gravel pit.
Yes. Oh, yes. In fact, one point there, I think you went 1,000,000 kilometers and you were still in the gravel pit.
Barely. It was pretty.
You're on the edge of it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, but yeah, it was nice to do a max run finally.
Yeah, no, I can
It-
imagine.
It takes forever to fill that thing.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
And I'll be honest, with the funds that I got from it, I think I'm just gonna grab everything because, like, I even made money off of the quartz.
Yeah.
Granted, the quartz basically covered like my hydrogen, my quantum, and repairs, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And that was like
sort of
for
thinking.
SCU.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking the same. I'm not running any filters, so I still pick up a lot of inert materials, which I'm not interested in. But I am contemplating. I'm right on the edge. I am contemplating picking anything else that doesn't have inert material in it, just picking it all up, as long as there's no inert material.
Yep.
Because that
Yeah,
will
that's a
still
nice
make
thing.
it worthwhile. The inert material is the one that doesn't make it worthwhile because it just fills your cargo with crap that you're going to trash anyway.
Yep. Which is why I run with dual filters, because even when there's like 0.01 USCU of
Of inert.
inert material, I get most of it out
Hmm.
with the filters.
Yeah. I thought about getting some filters. You know, you can get filters back there at L1.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have the
they're a
filter 3s.
yeah, they're a use. They've got a use on them. Is that right?
No
No?
uses.
No. Then okay. No. Yeah, so they're not. They're a module. Yeah, that's right. They're a module. They're not a whatever they call the other one.
Yeah, they're modules. Yeah, basically I run a not very good at cracking high resistance, high instability,
Mm-hmm.
because generally they go hand in hand.
They do. Yeah.
So I don't exactly have the power to crack the big stuff, but I can crack the safely.
Lots
crack
of little
the-
stuff. Yeah.
A lot of the other things, yeah.
Yeah. I've been meaning to actually check out this Aaron's Halo and see what everybody goes on about because I can't imagine it competes to the gravel pit, to be honest. I'll have to have a look at. I've got the coordinates there somewhere. I'll have to have a look at them. Yeah, so far I have not come across a single asteroid field in this trek from Crew L1 to L4,
Interesting.
which is interesting because these Lagrange point stations are refining stations, and they're usually in the middle of an asteroid field.
Mm-hmm.
So you sort of expect there to be some between them, maybe. Although Lagrange points are almost like magnets to debris because of their stability, their orbital stability.
That's why there's stations and lots
That's
of
why there's.
asteroids
That's
there.
right. That's why there's stations and asteroid clusters there. So I've been thinking about seeing if I can map out the gravel pit and sort of see if I can generate an area map of exactly how big the area is, because I think it's pretty bloody big.
Mm-hmm. Going side to side is going to be a little tricky, but I think it's doable.
Mm-hmm. You just have to do small quantum jumps.
Yep. I've been thinking about doing some zigzagging quantum trips to
Yeah.
See if I can find some that are in very awkward locations that we normally wouldn't be able to get to.
Yeah.
Granted, that means using more quantum fuel. That would be frustrating. But, oh, I almost forgot. I actually have the history of what I earned for stuff. I got 47,000 UEC for all the quantum that I sold.
Okay,
And that was not even the majority of my load. That was very little of my load.
Oh, okay, cool.
And 42,000 for all the diamond that I had.
Yeah, no, diamond's not bad.
Okay, yeah, and I have. Sorry, my thing's acting up. Let's see. Yeah, Corundum was 672, but I had like 120 USCU, like not even a full SCU,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which honestly covered the entire trip.
Oh, yeah.
Quantum travel complete.
I'm less than 1,000,000 kilometers from L4 and still no asteroids.
If only scanning, like
Yeah.
the ships like your DUR actually had the capability of long range scanning.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of hoping that with the new 318, while it probably won't be included in this one, they will have the ability to scan, or it will come out with 4.0.
Hope so.
Because I think that'll be included with the being able to set custom quantum jump points.
Oh, that would be really sweet.
Because then you can sit at the edge of or near the middle of a system and scan, and if you find something of interest, you can then program it into your quantum,
Yeah,
and it gives you a point to jump to.
good point to jump to. That'd be sweet.
Yep, and then you can sell that location,
Yes.
which would make sense, or you
To the
could,
UEE, or to pirate organizations
mhm.
and
Yeah, you
other
could probably sell it to
merchants.
the UEE, to Hurston Dynamics, to one
All
the
of those
companies.
places.
Yeah, probably even sell it to player orgs.
Yeah.
You'd probably get more money out of selling it to an NPC faction.
Probably.
Totally not any salt in that statement.
No salt at all.
Now, I have complete faith in player maintained works.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just don't like people. That's why I want to be
You don't
a
like people.
self-sustaining trucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Avoid people as much as I can.
Ah, crumbs. We're down to less than 400,000 kilometers. Still no asteroids. Come on. Asteroids. Where is you?
Quantum travel complete.
I can see the dust cloud ahead.
I don't think there's any along that path, it looks like.
I don't think there is, because you can see the dust cloud. Oh, come on, Windows. Far out. It's still doing that USB thing, and it's locking up other applications.
Why is it being so
Dickish. I have no idea. It's been sort of getting worse, I think.
I hate to say it, but you might want to unplug
Yeah, UPS.
the UPS, because Windows is throwing a fit not being able to read it.
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Because it's Windows, it wants to control everything.
Well, yeah.
Which is funny, because that's usually Apple's thing.
No, they're both as bad as one another, honestly.
Oh yeah, Microsoft has gotten worse in this respect. Not that they were better per se, but they've been steadily removing features that are the reason why people went to Windows in the first place, as in the ability to modify your operating system as you need it to work.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Apple is about ease of use. Microsoft is about
Control.
ease enough to use, but a lot of control.
Microsoft
But
believes that every user is a moron and they have to have their hand held for everything.
I'll be entirely honest, I've met the rest of the population. They're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, but they're not entirely right either. They used to actually
No.
have they used to give those who knew what they're doing, they used to give them the tools to be able to do what they wanted to do. They've removed those tools and are now working on the premise that every person, every single person is a moron.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have people like my grandfather who got a Windows and managed to somehow get into an operating system directory that I didn't even know existed
Mm-hmm.
and deleted operating system folders
Yeah.
and was wondering why it wasn't working right.
Quantum travel complete.
So I can see where they're coming from. They're still wrong.
Oh
But
yeah.
I see where they're coming from.
Okay. Well, this looks like an Olisar style station. I don't know that I've been here actually.
Yeah, I think a lot of the crews are, because they're Crusader, I think they look very similar to Olisar. But
Well, ours doesn't.
Oh no, that's true. I think there's supposed to be history behind
Oh, probably.
everything. So Crew L1 is, because it's the first one, it might not have been actually built by Crusader.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I might as well scan some asteroids here and see what they've got in them. What
And see what trash is in them.
trash is in
I
them.
hate to say that, but good lord, are they usually horrendous.
They usually are.
I might be surprised. So
Surprise is
why aren't you stopping?
titanium. I am stopping.
Oh, okay.
Titanium, corundum, and bexlite. Yeah,
What's the percentages?
it's weird.
Oh, that's not bad for
27.
titanium.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Why
27
is the
titanium.
corundum so low?
I don't know.
Mining mode on.
It's so weird because in the gravel pit, all we find is stupid amounts
Huge
of corundum.
amounts of corundum when there's not the stuff that we're after.
Yep.
Okay, well, the titanium, I'm going to go for the titanium.
Yep.
Wow, low resistance, low instability.
Yep.
And I might even be able to pick up some Bexlite. Hopefully the inert will split out.
Yep. I've been having some decent luck keeping with them breaking up decently okay. I think it's just luck based, but I feel like if you keep it as close to the middle of optimal as possible.
It's possible, yeah. It's what I try and do normally.
Yeah, instead of at the lower end or upper end of optimal, kind of keep it in the middle. But I think it might just be a placebo.
Yeah, it could be.
I prefer to hold on to my superstition though.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because it then trains me to like maintain a tighter window even with a nice big
Exactly. Okay.
optimal window.
100% inert. Titanium. Yeah.
100% inert is usually a good sign.
Yeah, if they've split an inert out, it's 100%. They might have concentrated some of the others. Titanium and inert. Titanium and inert. Ooh, corundum and titanium. That's actually not bad.
And basically 0 inert.
Yeah.
It just showed up on your stream. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about 10 seconds behind you.
Maybe 20. Yeah.
Maybe 20, yeah.
Well, I'll split them all because I've got a second split yet, so I still have the opportunity to split out most of the inerts.
Yeah. I mean, most of the inert's already gone in that one.
Yeah,
It's just registering as there's inert material in there somewhere.
but it's less than 1/100th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the glow. Okay, just a standard mix corundum and titanium, but looks. It's funny though. People are complaining about the ship mining dynamic, and I don't know what they're on about. I actually find that it's actually quite good.
I find it kind of it's one of those relaxing focusing tasks.
Yeah, it's just one of those idle tasks. That's titanium.
Because it's one of those, yeah, you have to focus but not super hard. You're
Yeah.
just watching a bar do a thing and keep it here. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Hey, come down. 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 Okay. 2%. Maintain 2% energy levels. That's insane.
You are running a helix, correct?
Yeah.
Extraction mode on.
Normally it's 7%.
Yep. I did notice that the resistance was red. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
think,
not sure what that means when it goes red.
yeah, because I've had a resistance of 0 before and it was white.
Yeah, see, titanium and inert, titanium and inert.
Ugh.
I'm not wasting the cargo space on that.
No, that's not worth it. Not even with filters.
No. See, we're at 0.26 resistance. Okay, brings it to 0.25. But yeah, normally there is usually good enough, but that's not in this case. But for most things, bring it back to 7%. 7% seems to be the right place to maintain it stable.
Yeah.
Extraction mode on.
For me, I found around 13%. But again, I'm running
It's the different drill head, yeah.
I'm running a different drill head, so lance it.
I'll take you, thank you. 100% titanium.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there was Bexlot in this. There it is. Sorry, 21% inert. Not happening. That's the inert.
Fracturing mode on.
See, we're into red 0.21 resistance.
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what it means. Unless red is gone the opposite way, it's gone past 0.
Or it's red because it is being negatively affected in total by the negativity of your modules.
Maybe?
Net negative. kind of thing. Whereas, because the instability is green, meaning you have a overall positive
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird.
reduction.
It's weird, whichever way you look at it.
Mm-hmm. I mind like everything's gonna blow up in my face. Like if you see me mine,
You back
I-
off as soon as it's about to
I
break.
back way the frick off.
Yeah.
I have all it took was blowing up once,
Mm-hmm.
and I am very gun shy after that now.
Yeah, well, every time I've blown up, it's because I've detonated an asteroid piece,
Mm.
shard. Just breaking them normally has not done it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Titanium, corundum, and bexlite, and no inert.
Ooh, nice. And yeah, I'm about 10 seconds behind because it just showed up.
Ah. And 0 inert. Oh, I'm going to take it anyway. Says 0% inert.
And you have 0 inert in your saddlebags, even though it,
Yeah, and when I go to
0.00.
refine, but when I go to refine, it will tell me there is 1.
I really hate it when asteroids break down into just complete trash.
Yeah.
Fracturing mode on.
Actually, I'm going to stop that again. Yeah, no, it's gone negative. That's what it is. Resistance is 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a negative resistance. That red means it's gone over. It's gone below 0. So it's now got
Oh,
0.13.
Yeah.
Green is positive, red is negative. It's gone into the negative resistance, which means it sucks the power in. It doesn't try to resist it.
Oh, interesting. Which means it could be potentially bad because then it means it takes it in a little
Yeah,
quicker.
it could overcharge quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, going from 0.1 to 0.1 green to 0.13 red, I
Yeah,
have
'cause
got
it's
a net.
increasing the
I have got a net overall beneficial resistance on my modules.
Mm-hmm.
A reduction.
Okay.
So that's what it means. It means it's going past 0.
I really feel like what they need in parentheses beside those numbers, they need parentheses with a positive or negative.
Or just like on any form of accounting ledger, put a negative value in parentheses.
Yep.
Although they're using the green and red, I think, to denote that.
Yeah, but how
yeah.
long did it take us to figure that out?
Exactly.
And yes, anyone listening to the stream, I'm sure there's someone that figured it out very, very
Straight away. Yeah, they probably looked at it and went, "Oh, that's what that means." Well, there's not enough materials here to finish filling up my. I mean, what am I? Six SCU short, but I don't think there's enough stuff here to break down. That's the inert one. I'm not picking up inerts. So we'll just get the glare out of our eyes. Well, let's go and check out another one. I mean, that's not a bad load. There's too much corundum for my liking, normally. But the titanium's nice.
Oh yeah.
This is a very, very sparse asteroid field. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah. Well, there's a space station, so that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it does sort of make sense.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they're eventually going to put a space station where we found the gravel pit.
I hope not. That'd be just rude.
Yeah. I think in one of their updates they did say that they put asteroid fields for players to find.
Well, we found one.
Oh, did we find an asteroid field?
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to still remain a little vague in what it feels like.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna. I'll mention it in name only from now on. I've done enough describing why we call it the reason why we call it the gravel pit.
Yeah.
Aluminium, titanium, and corundum again. I don't think so.
And very low quantities.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what you get at the stations is the castaways.
It's starter materials. It's to give you a
Yeah.
taste of mining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, has anybody ever? I mean, I'm sure somebody has. Has anybody ever come across an asteroid with quantanium in it around around a station?
I think originally that's where they had quantanium because it's supposed to be considered extremely hazardous. So some people get it, a lot of people just ignore it because it's so hazardous.
Yeah,
think-
but if you know what you're doing, it's not so bad.
Yeah, someone watching the stream will probably know in the future, or they don't. But I think when they first introduced quantanium, it was unstable to the point where you couldn't actually quantum.
Oh, yeah, well,
I think
that sucks.
I think that's how they originally introduced it. So you had to find it near space stations and just leg it to the space station in sublight.
Yeah, no, that's shit.
And yes, I'm saying sublight, even though technically quantum is not FTL speed. I've watched way too much sci-fi, so.
Oh, we've got Bexlite in this one.
Ooh.
We will have a look at this one. It's got decent. It's got too much aluminium or aluminum, depending on which part of the world you're in. But hopefully the quantanium will be quite nice. It's not quantanium, the Bexlite. Duh.
Excellent. Yes. I was confused for a moment too. I was like, "Oh, you found
So was
quantanium?"
I. No, I was too. I confused myself. Nice asteroid. Maybe.
Playing 317 makes me very much anticipate 318.
Oh yeah.
Granted, I know it's going to be a hot mess when it first releases,
But they always are.
every
I don't know.
update, especially
Yeah, I don't know what people jump up and down about. We know that, especially when it's a major rewrite, it's going to be a hot mess to start with until they stabilize it. I mean, seriously.
and here's the thing: I don't jump up and down. I have zero problem criticizing CIG. They do some things that are completely wrong that they shouldn't be doing.
True, but they're also groundbreaking in a lot of other areas as well.
Exactly. I don't like the high prices that they've marked all their ships at. It feels way too much pay to win. At the same time,
Yep.
it is funding such a revolutionary game
Yep.
that they have created fundamental rewrites of entire game engines that people are now using.
Exactly. Lumberyard being case in point.
Yeah. Or
Well, it's
the
not called
texture-
Lumberyard anymore, actually. Yeah.
No. but even like their textures that they've
Fuck.
created that are based off of where you're
Yeah.
looking, so they don't have to create an actual three-dimensional object. It
Yep.
just changes the texture.
Yep.
So it's not a three-dimensional object; it's just a texture. I forget exactly what that is. That's along the lines of like
PBR.
PBR,
Yeah, PBR and parallax.
parallax.
Parallax
But
is a very aggressive form of displacement mapping.
mhm. But they figured out how to do that, so you can have a flat, like literally a flat polygon, and you can project what are pipes and wires on it, and you can walk around it, and it looks like a three-dimensional object.
Yep.
But it's not. It's a flat plane. But because of where you're standing, the game renders a different texture based on where you're looking.
This is gonna just fracture into shit.
Yep. Oh God, that's an understatement.
Yeah, I know. It's the luck of the draw, though.
Yep.
So far, nothing's broken out 100% of anything. Not even inerts.
Extraction mode on.
Not that I'm expecting to extract anything.
Yeah, you never know. You might get surprised.
Not so far.
Yeah, I tend to mine the same way I ship cargo. I don't get the bottom of the barrel, but I also generally don't go for the highest end.
Yeah. You work the numbers. Middle ground.
Yep. Because that generally means one, I don't encounter as many people.
True. Yeah.
And two, there's a higher chance of that product actually being 100% in stock in the quantities that I need to either buy or sell it at.
Yeah. Actually, very true.
Like, seriously, who hauls scrap?
Well, yeah. Most people overlook it.
I mean, if you have a Hercules and you buy a ton of scrap, you're actually making a pretty decent profit, not a huge profit. And there is a cutoff point to where both in size, both small and large, where it doesn't cover the cost of fuel and repairs.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'd actually have to do that calculation at some point.
Well, we are. This is fracturing really badly. I'm not even going to try that one.
Yep. Some asteroids just don't want
Not
to
that one either. Yeah, it's not playable.
Mining mode off.
Right, let's go 10 kilometers this way. Just have to watch that big asteroid up the top there.
Yep.
And yes,
And I
I
have
keep pulsing it.
Yeah. Well, then you can see everything that's around you and
Yep.
not crash into something that's not illuminated.
Also, these things, they diminish over time.
Hmm. I will say, I think a lot of people are mining around the Halo area
Yeah.
because you don't see many miners hanging out around the Lagrange points anymore.
No, you don't. Well, I'll check this asteroid and then I think I might go and check out this Aaron's Halo and just see what all the fuss is all about.
Yeah. You might not be a bad idea to potentially take your M50 instead of a miner.
Yeah.
Efficiency, and you never know how hostile the area might be.
True. What have we got here?
Fracturing mode.
Diamond and borax.
Mining mode on.
And yes, I think that highly of other players.
Yeah. Either the M50 or the Hornet. I haven't actually
Yep.
taken and stretched the legs of the Hornet yet.
Ah. Yeah, might not be a bad idea to take the Hornet out, test it out, see what you might want to, what modules you might want to equip it with.
Yeah, exactly. See, what annoys me is I've gotten mostly corundum at this point.
Yep. There's some diamond. That's nice.
Yeah, but I've got 16 SC of corundum so far.
Yeah.
100% corundum. Diamond and borax. That's nice.
Ooh. I will be right back.
Yep.
Extraction mode on.
Extraction mode on. This is pretty much going to fill me up, I think. Yep. There's still that piece there. No, well, I should have got that one first. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's go back here. Yeah. Excuse me. Now, yeah, Aaron's Halo. Okay. Shirtless.
I should do it all by myself.
Good. Actually, it would be good to take the Hornet out. It's been a few years since I've actually flown a Hornet.
I'm gonna need my tweezers.
And here he comes. Oh, we're coming up from underneath. Interesting. There are some big asteroids over there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And
Welcome back.
yes, those are some big asteroids.
They are.
Landing gear down.
Why are you drifting to the right? Seriously. That's better.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Systems off.
I'll do this before I forget. I have to remember to do that in the hull next time I've actually got it out. I got notification that my microphone. I got notification that I was down to 75% hydrogen fuel.
Oh no.
I know. It scared me. I went, what? And then I looked at the gauge. I went, seriously? You wanted me? I'm at 75% fuel.
It warns you at 75, 50,
and 25. Yeah. But I mean, like, seriously, a warning at 50% and 25% I can understand. 75%? I can't understand.
And I noticed that the way they do it is 75%, it does like a single ding.
Yeah.
50%, a double.
Oh, no,
and
no, this
then-
was an audible alarm. This actually was voiced.
What?
Yeah. Hydrogen fuel
Right.
at 75%.
You don't need an alert at 75%. It's at 75%. You're fine.
That's right. Now, at like 7.5%, I can understand. Hydrogen at 7.5%. Now, that I could understand.
Mm-hmm.
But not 75%. And it was dialogued. It wasn't just the ding. The ding is for quantum.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
We'll store you. We'll claim you.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Expedite, please.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
No, I do need
Sophic
to
needs
get.
to figure out how to turn their lights down.
Yeah.
You walk in and it's like someone is shining a spotlight in your face.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's still there.
Hmm.
An LMG battery, 100 caps. It was on the floor here when I came here before.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I suppose I better go and put that stuff in refining.
Yeah, the magazines kind of hang out.
I didn't request that. Thank you. Cheers! Will I be good and put it in the bin? I think I'll be good and put it in the bin.
Oh. I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, I try and be responsible. Sometimes. Glug, glug, glug. That's more like it. I don't like how you can't throw things in stations.
Yeah, that's part of the armistice zone stuff.
So we just have to place it in there like that. Alright.
What's with all the NPCs saying nice to see you again when I have never seen them before in my life?
Yes. Exactly. Oh, okay. Somebody left their gurney out in front of the elevators.
Friendly.
Well, they're not blocking the elevators.
True.
Waiting. Hurry up, mate. I was going to say.
Hi, good to have you back.
Hi, good to have you back.
You see anything you like?
One work order we have got. Okay, tungsten, corundum, diamond, borax, and box of bexolite. Apparently, three inert material. Apparently, I did not have 3 inert material. Wow, it's only going to cost me 421 UEC.
Yep.
Do it, man. Do it. It's going to take 24 hours, though. 23 hours.
In 12 minutes.
And 12 minutes. Alright, so that's that. That's that. Okay, let's go and check out the Hornet. I have not checked out the Hornet in a long time.
Yep, I think unfortunately it's one of those ships that also needs a lot of love.
Probably.
But they did say that they're actually going to, before they do 4.0, they're going to get all the ships up to gold standard. And they're planning on a 4.0 release in Q1 next year.
Yeah, so 6 months
Meaning,
time.
Meaning, I think they have all the ships ready to be brought up to gold standard
I think so.
almost already.
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what they've been working on.
No, and that's the thing is they probably some of them they can't be brought up to gold standard until the 318.
Persistence and all that, and server meshing is all in.
Yep.
Oh no, I tripped over the gurney. Somebody managed to actually tip a gurney over the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, I found a gurney. Where was it? It was here. It was over here. It was actually tipped over on its side. I don't know how they managed it, but they managed to tip a gurney over on its side.
yeah, you can do that because some of the geometry is funky in areas like that.
Well, obviously, yeah. I think you need to go back to hospital, mate. You're working real hard and going nowhere fast.
Yeah, he does look like
Welcome
a
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle
resident
selected.
of some sort, not
Stand
as
by.
a patient, but as a
True.
Your vehicle
physician
has
of
been
some
delivered
sort,
to
because
the
they look
following
like he looks like he's
location.
wearing scrubs.
Goodbye.
He does. But he's going nowhere fast.
Yep.
Pad 3. Come on. I'm just trying to think of how long it has been since I last hopped in a Hornet. Oh my goodness, it's been 8 years? 8 years.
Yeah. I think the last time I hopped in was during a free fly and they had the Hornet available. That was a long time ago.
It would have to be 8 years. And for those who think that's a bit strange, I only just recently rebought the Hornet. I bought it years ago and then melted it for something else. But recently I just rebought it. Wow, that's jankiness and a half.
Yeah, like I said, she's in need of a lot of love.
Yeah, the displays are not tied to the cockpit.
All systems
Nope.
online.
They're tied to the... They're out of sync with the cockpit. It's probably a better way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Landing gear raised.
I should hope so. Okay. Now I just need to check these coords. Let's go this way. Where are you?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum travel is now on.
All right.
I do like how old school the Hornet feels.
True. Very true.
It feels like an old school fighter.
Yeah.
And the nice thing with the persistence is they've even said that persistence has been holding them back on component damage because it needs to remember a lot of the issues, and there's just so many components
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
that they've had to cheat right now and just give the ships hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Whereas with persistence,
Which is why we have engines blowing up when they're the furthest thing from the damage point and things like that.
yeah, because they have damage stages instead of damage, like localized damage.
Yeah, it's not localized damage, it's an overall hit system for the whole ship. So once it reaches critical, the whole ship is damaged.
Oh yeah, and once they are able to do that, I think the Hornet's actually going to be pretty tanky
Probably.
because she may be old school, but she's kind of the idea of she's kind of the F-15.
That's what I'm thinking. She's a
Space.
She's a fighter craft, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And this one in particular, the Ghost, it is a stealth fighter craft.
Yep.
Very low EM emissions.
You only have 2 guns though.
I know, but it's still very, very low EM emissions, and that makes up for it because it makes it harder to track and lock onto.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Huge scoops feeding into a gigantic engine. Yeah, it's not atmosphere, guys.
I think those are reverse thrusters as well.
I think they probably are. Yeah.
And who knows, it might come equipped with a hydrogen scoop for
Be
when you're
nice.
in atmosphere.
Well, that'd be nice because with scoops like that, she should recharge pretty quickly.
Yep. I think that's the idea. Is the Hornet originally was designed for planetary deployments.
Mm-hmm.
It's capable of space, but I feel like its primary was atmosphere.
Yep. Now there's a shot and a half.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're halfway. File, export as. I really wish they actually had. They used to have an in-game screenshot key.
I thought they did. Yeah, because that was something I swear I thought they had.
They did. Sure of it. Okay. That doesn't sound right. Boy, I'm chewing through the quantum.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing about fighters. They kind of like to chug the quantum.
Oh my goodness. There is a screenshot key.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, print screen.
Oh.
No. print screen records a screenshot into the screenshots folder inside the game directory.
Okay.
I've been using print screen to put it into the buffer and then pasting it into an application to actually then save it as an image. No, the print screen key is being bound to taking screenshots. It creates a screenshot in the screenshots folder inside the live directory for Star Citizen.
Ooh,
That's very clever, actually.
that's good. I actually just took a screenshot.
Yeah, that's really clever. I actually. How do you take screenshots? Alt print screen will copy the current window into the clipboard. So you can paste it into an image program. And the top answer is just hit print screen. It puts it into a screenshot folder, which it does. That's awesome. Here I is using a screen copy program key to actually copy it into a image application when it's actually taking a screenshot as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
do still wish that they had basically little loop movies of their not movies, but little loop of every ship going through quantum.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can have it on your screen if you want.
Yeah.
Because while
That's
there
neat.
are some ships that
Quantum drive is now off.
are not best in show, let's just say that they'd have a better chance of winning the ugly dog competition than anything else. But that doesn't mean that not everyone that shouldn't be able to see their ship going through quantum.
True. Now, from ArcCorp to Hurston, 13,500.
How much quantum do you have left? Are you going to be able to get back to where you need to go?
No, once I get to Hurston, I will actually have to refuel.
Yep.
Because at the moment, this whole journey is 208 quantum out of 211 I've got. So once I get to Hurston, I'm going to have to dock at the station.
Yep.
Quantum drive is
So
now
13,500. Actually, I'll probably
Why
get
is
to the station at Hurston and I'm going to have to probably stop my stream and log off at that point. I've got some stuff I need to do.
Yep. Why do I always come into New Babbage at night?
Yeah. All right.
quantum drive is now off.
Excuse me. Oh, there is an asteroid. What? I'm 57. Okay, let's just jump that little bit extra. 13,500.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
This is entirely nothing. Well, I'm not pinging anything as.
You're also not in a
I know,
minor, so I don't know if that has any
but
effect.
I don't know. But see, what I'm looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
This is pathetic. You just compare what I'm looking at here with the gravel pit. What would you say? A gravel pit's 4, maybe 5 times the density?
Mm-hmm.
Easy?
It-
And
it's
that's
still
not
pretty
just
dense,
and
but-
that's just not looking at one spot. I mean, you can go like this in the gravel pit and you're looking at 4 or 5 times the density that you're seeing here in
Yep,
pretty much
and
every
you-
direction.
and there are pings all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be coming to Aaron's Halo to do any mining. I'm sorry. This is actually... You're better off walking down the beach and hoping to find a gold nugget.
Yep.
Quantum drive is now on.
So yeah, anybody who knows of Aaron's Halo is watches this stream, you guys, you're mining in a very, very poor field. I know of 2 other fields that are high density, gravel pit being the highest, with probably at least 4 times the density of asteroids in every direction. So, Luna, we're sitting on a gold mine.
Yep. And you got lucky with finding it.
Oh, hell yeah. To use a weird metaphor, I nearly fell out of my cockpit when I first saw it. There was just that many asteroids. I'll have to take a screenshot of the field at some stage, because people are going to say, oh yeah, it's not that dense. No, it is that dense. If anything, we're probably underplaying it a little bit.
Yeah.
It is that dense. Yeah. For those who don't think that there are asteroid fields that dense in the game, you're wrong. There is. Yeah, I know. I'm down to 25% quantum fuel. I have to figure out exactly where I'm going to go. Oh, that's right. I can't bring up my galactic map whilst I'm in quantum.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Because that's usually how I check where I'm going.
Well, I know, but it's not letting me.
Yeah, don't forget it's the Hornet. It's
Oh.
really, really old.
Hang on. No. That's all right. It is. That's not that.
Oh.
My mouse was actually focused elsewhere.
Ah.
Except I can't see Jack against that. Wow, I'm running on quantum vapors.
Quantum drive is now up.
You're right, it is.
Don't worry, you'll make it. That's the one thing that the galactic map actually gets right, is the amount of quantum it takes, fortunately.
I've got to go through Bounce Point first. Everest Harbour is... I've never actually... I don't believe I've been to Everest Harbour before.
Well, it's a sight better than
Orison.
I forget which one. That's Lorville down there, right?
Yeah.
It is a dream compared to Lorville. Lorville is just
Yes.
disaster.
Quantum drive is now up.
I've actually not run quantum fuel down so low before. 3.5 quantum fuel left. It is touchy as...
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing Assist.
I didn't. But I will now.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
I will, as soon as I can see where the assigned landing bay is. Oh, I will admit, I'm getting a fair bit of jank.
I see that.
I can't even see where this supposed assigned landing bay is. Oh man, this is really janky.
Oh, that's weird. Everest Harbor's usually not that bad.
I think it might be the planet in the background. Well, I can see a player ship over here, so... Thing is, I'm not even sure where the landing pads are on this.
Ah, I see it to your left. I know your stream is 10 seconds behind, but
Ah, there it is.
yep.
I was actually looking for that mark, I just couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the other side too, but it looks.
Yeah, because that jank is coming through your stream. So
I know it is. Yeah, see, one tick on my mouse wheel is jumping me huge amounts
way
of
too much.
huge amounts of speed. Yeah.
Yep. That is weird. What could be better than a protein bar tasting like roast chicken?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, you've got to head out, and I've got to head out. So
Yeah. So I will be closing my stream off at this point. Thank you for everybody who stopped by, and
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
stay tuned. I might be streaming again sometime soon. Well, I probably will be. Anyway, bye.